Hey guys, welcome back to the LRC podcast. I'm your host, Avrey De La Rosa. Here's your co-host, Adam Kennedy.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. So, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Life has been great. Senior year is finally starting to get into a routine. Been pretty epic. Band, cross country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. How about for you?
You know, I've been doing a lot of film stuff, cross country too. Cross country's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How was that incentive meet?
Man, it was really cool. The actual race was on a military base.
Really?
Yeah, so there was a helicopter just in the middle of the course. It was awesome. And
Did you get to run around the helicopter?
yeah, we
Nice.
did. And then we got to go in the helicopter a little bit. It didn't fly up, unfortunately, but we got to go in and got third overall. Then it was just a really fun trip.
Third?
Third, yeah.
Wow. How many people placed top 10?
Ricardo did. So
Attaboy.
that was it. Yeah.
What about the girls?
The girls got first, of course.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they had 3 or 4 in the top 10.
Okay. What did we get in the incentive meet last year?
I don't even think we placed because we only had 3 runners or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing is broken. So,
Yeah.
What
If the
kinda-
microphone falls off in the middle of this podcast,
you're not going to have a podcast, basically.
I'm sorry. That's going to be some beautiful
No podcast.
ASMR for you, I guess. But
No podcast if the mic falls off, actually.
Amen.
All right, so last time we were together, we left off on a pretty cool cliffhanger. I didn't expect us to actually be
Yeah.
able to pull that off. But so we left off on whether or not you would put technology in your body. Pretty sure that's what we
Right.
left
That
off.
was kind of like the broad general spectrum or whatever.
Okay, so I'm just going to direct it at you first.
Yeah, well, it's always kind of weird. I feel like whenever we have a podcast or anytime we just normally talk, you have all the information, and I tend to give my opinion because I'm not that immersed in what's going on and everything. But my initial thought about technology in the human body, I really don't know what to say because, I could see some benefits, potentially healing damaged organs or, helping you with different things like that. But then I see cons morally, if we found a way to replace enough organs to where you could live forever because of technology,
Yeah.
that ain't good in my opinion.
Okay. So you're for it to repair but not replace.
I mean, let's see, technology in the human body. Technology is a great gift. It can help us with a lot of things. Personally, for myself, I don't really trust any of that inside of my body. But
Okay.
at the same time, I can see that it might be a lot better to do that than have people go through dialysis or, chemotherapy or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or amputation. I mean,
Yeah.
it-
Amputation.
that's
not
like-
that. That's not
a-
cool.
That's a really basic form of technology in the human body.
Mm-hmm.
People with cut off legs. There was a cross-country runner a few weeks ago. Metal leg.
Yeah, I remember that.
Pretty cool.
That was at our home meet, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, I remember. It was it's a chick, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see a lot of those prosthetic legs in like track and stuff like that, and those people, they zoom, dude.
Yeah.
They freaking zoom. That's why they have separate races for that kind of stuff. Cause
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Because those legs freaking, they make you zoom, dude. Cause a lot of them, the legs I'm talking about where they
The curve at the bottom.
curve
yes.
at the bottom. Cause those things propel you.
Yeah.
So it's I feel like I thought I saw that they do separate races for people with that kind of issue. But I mean, if you only have one though,
Yeah.
if you only have one, it's tough for you because I feel like having to deal with both of that at the same time, that's going to be tough on you. But if you have 2 of them, dude, you're zooming.
I know, yeah.
But
And that makes sense, though, because, also, say it's half or all of your leg, then you don't feel it as much.
Yeah,
And it's strictly just physics propelling you forward to keep going. So,
yeah.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, whenever you did that kind of scared me. The freaking microphone started.
Oh, yeah, I've had
wobbling.
to knock it off.
I was like, uh-oh, Adam. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think that, with that and other technology, because, eventually if they end up hooking things to the brain,
Yeah.
you could have, a cyborg. You know what I'm saying?
See, if they start hooking stuff up to the brain, I think that's where I gotta not necessarily like draw the line, but like, you know, be like, hey, I don't know about this, guys.
Yeah.
Because like, if you start hooking stuff up to the brain, then the technology becomes the brain, and so like, what happens to the human brain?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Because like, I mean, I'm just basing this off of a lot of movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's a far-fetched idea, so I mean, by all means, yeah.
Yeah. So like, there's a couple movies where like people have done stuff like that, and the freaking the tech that they would put inside their brain, right? They would start putting more and more tech to the point that the tech is the brain, but you don't have any human brain left.
Right.
Because like, the thing about technology is there's not like any emotion in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no, I mean, I don't think there's a way to program human emotion into technology.
No.
So to replace the brain, which is the center for emotion and all that, with technology, it's like, I mean, I'm sure it's going to help people like with like motor skills, stuff like that, but in the end it's not going to help them like socially.
Yeah.
You know? So like, if like say like it was like a kid or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the kid has some kind of brain issue, and so they decide that they're going to put technology in the kid's brain, like a lot of it, to help him think well. Say like for like autism or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. They start putting technology into their brain to start making them think better. But like with that more and more technology, they think better, but they don't feel better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like, say like if like the dude was like, originally like before they did the tech thing, the dude was like, you know, he loved his family, right? They put the tech in, and then he's not going to love his family as much.
Yeah.
Because like, he's going to come home after all that and be like, hello, father.
Yeah.
Just like very generic, you know?
Right.
Because it's like, it takes away all the emotion.
Yeah, and like you were saying, it's really hard to replicate. Like, the human emotion and desire, like, the human body is weird. You know, there are plenty of times that we have an emotion, a thought, or a feeling, and then our body, like, pushes beyond its limits. You know, you've heard stories of people, like, there was a guy who was rock climbing, and as he was going, an entire rock broke off, and so he was sliding downwards on this ledge with this rock that was, you know, 300 to 400 pounds. And in that moment, he just thought, I'm not going to die. And that pushed his body to pick up the rock, which was like more than the Olympic like weightlifter has ever picked it up, threw it over his head. Just like that.
Jeez.
That's like
Adrenaline.
Yeah, and technology doesn't have that kind of instinctive moment. And even like right here, right now, earlier, you took a sip out of your cup, and not 2 seconds later, I took a sip out of mine. Just because of the power of suggestion. You know, and you could program technology to do that. That's simple.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, with the more, that kind of poses a question, like with the more technology that we gain and with the more enhancements that we're able to do, is it taking away our sense of being human? And two, is it essentially creating AI, artificial intelligence?
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I'm like, whenever it comes to like the brain, that's where it like gets trippy. But I think for me though, like putting technology in like the body, I think I wouldn't personally do it. I don't think, unless I like really had to. But I think I would be for it, because like the difference between putting it in your body and putting it into your brain is like your body is physical. It's not going to like change anything emotionally,
right,
or anything like that. It just enhances you.
Yeah.
But like if you put it in your brain, then it's going to change you emotionally.
I agree.
But like, yeah, I think technology would be cool to have in the body. I don't know if I would do it, like I said, but I think it would be a cool thing to have for like people who like, I don't know, because they can't, you know, always have heart donors or something like that.
Right.
So if they made like an artificial heart.
Yeah.
Which I think they're already working on with like 3D printing.
Yes, I've heard about that.
But if they made like, and they could also make it like more advanced to where like you couldn't have like a heart malfunction again.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be pretty cool.
That would be.
But yeah, the brain.
Yeah, so then kind of with that, like, it would like enhance some things and it could, potentially like take out emotions. But like, what about from like a moral standpoint? How do you think about that? Like, you are taking, like you are physically, like if you replace parts of your body, let's take this to an extreme point. I read a book, and basically there's this guy who ended up being over 200 years old, I think. And it was because he was able to...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the House of the Scorpion?
Yeah, that's the book.
Yeah, that's the clone. That's what I was...
It was cloning.
Yeah,
it wasn't... Yeah.
Cloning.
Yeah.
What they... See, with that, I know what you're getting at there. Where, like, they clone the person, take their organs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's almost like a different thing. I wouldn't agree with that.
Because in a way, you're trying to, like, cheat death.
Yeah.
And, like, is it morally right to stay alive or just go when you go?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
See, for me, doing something like that, no way. Like, because, like, the thing with, like, cloning is, like, cloning just in general is just morally not right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even, because that's why they banned cloning in, like, 1998, I think. Like, just... They straight up banned because like people used to like clone like animals, stuff like that, like clone their genes to make like the same thing over and over and over. But I think they totally banned that in 1998. But to cheat death, I don't know. I feel like if you didn't want to go, maybe. But like I feel like there's a point in like time where some people are just ready to go.
Yeah.
I feel like then someone shouldn't make the decision to try to save them.
Right.
But I don't know. I think if you're like young and you have like a really bad disease or something like that, and like there's nothing doctors can do unless like they replace it with some type of technology.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be okay there. I feel like that'd be morally right because first of all, they're young. It's not their... I mean, I guess you could say it's their time, but, like, I don't think they would feel like it's their time.
Right, yeah.
So, in that sense, I would say it would be morally right. But if they're, like, really old, like the House of the Scorpion guy...
Yeah.
And it's, like... That's kind of like a shady area, because, like, I feel like that guy didn't want to die.
Yeah, no.
He didn't want to die, but it's, like, he's been alive for a while. So, I don't know. That's a shady area there.
Yeah.
For me, I couldn't tell you if I thought it was right or wrong, but I feel like if someone is ready to die, then no doctor should put that decision into their mind.
Yeah. They shouldn't try to force them into being saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would probably be the morally right decision right there.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like people that are young though, like say like, because a lot of young people, like younger than us, get like leukemia a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. I feel like if technology could help them and they're like super young and they don't want to die, then yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's where I would say it would be morally okay.
Yeah.
But what about you?
That is a tough one to say because, you think really young, like 2 years old, what do you do? My initial thought about that, and this comes from like what I believe about faith and like the Bible and about God. God does everything for His glory, and so what we see is a bad thing, someone dying, might prompt good. So like for example, let's see, I'm trying to think of an example here, but so say there was someone who like say you have a brother, right? He's kind of a younger brother, but he got caught up in drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. And he died at an extremely young age because of lung cancer. All right, then there's a certain instinct, like, in you that, like, that starts to think, I don't want to die because of drugs and alcohol like he did.
Yeah.
So his death was used to prompt other people to learn from his mistakes. And not even that. Sometimes the person is just, like, flat out good. Like, there was a guy, he started to, he actually became transgender shortly before he died. But before that, dude grew up in church. He was a great kid. Actually went to our school. His name was Reich Beaver. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, he died, like, really young. I think he was 19 or 20 years old.
Really?
Yeah. And my sister went to his funeral. And, the whole time it was like, she asked, I wonder why he had to go, why he died. But then it was Caleb Ellis, I think, who took a step back and said, well, he was a believer in the faith, and now, one, he's not confused about who he is sexually anymore, because he was a transgender. He was like, am I a guy, am I a girl? Well, now that he's with Jesus, he knows. Mm-hmm. And two, kind of like that his death, like, ended up bringing other members of his family closer together. So even like a young death, in a sense, like, I think God can use to make people like it has a purpose. It prompts good in a certain way if God intends it to. So that's my initial thought, but then you bring it back to like, all right, here's a kid who's 5 years old, hasn't done anything with his life yet. Should he die or not?
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like, in that sense, they would be okay with dying, for me, if they don't want to die, I don't think.
Unless they're like, past their expiration date. I don't know. I can't. See, whenever it gets to older people, I can't really like say anything about that because it's like they probably don't want to die.
Right.
Right. But there are some who are okay with it. Mm-hmm. So it's just like that's like a shady area. But whenever it comes to like younger people, I mean, unless they're like edgy or something like that, they usually don't want to die.
Yeah, normally not.
So like, with that, I don't know. But I mean, there are some people who are,
It's like a sense of like, they don't deserve to die because they haven't lived their life yet. Well, like older people, they don't necessarily deserve to die.
Yeah, they don't deserve to die.
But they've, my grandpa was one of the people who, he said if they ever ask me to go on dialysis, I'm not doing it. He was like, I'll just die.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like people like that, it's like, oh, you shouldn't force them to do anything. It's like their decision. But technology in the body.
But then like, so what about like, sorry, this is kind of a crazy question.
Okay.
Could be like going back to like I mentioned like Cyborg earlier. Could I get to the point like in Black Panther where there's a cannon shooting out of my arm?
It's up to you. I mean, it would be. I feel like it should be your decision, but I mean, if you want to do that, I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't think anybody's gonna stop you.
There'd have to be
the government might stop you.
Yeah, there'd have to be legal stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure if you wanted to put a cannon into your arm, I'm sure the government would be like, go get a couple background checks first.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll let you have a cannon in your arm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't worry about it. Just confirm you're a citizen. All right.
Yeah.
Pay a small fine, probably like $1 million.
Probably $1 million. Only a small fine.
I mean, it'd probably be a lot more than that actually. For like a cannon in your arm, probably be like close to $1 billion.
It'd be quite a bit, yeah.
He's like considering. I'm just taking this off of like freaking like Marvel. I remember like they said that pretty sure the Iron Man suit was like.
I think he mentioned it in one of the movies. It was like $500 million to $1 billion.
Really?
For like the first one, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. That was like the first suit, or?
I think it was the first suit. Or it might have been another one of them. I don't remember which movie it was from, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned it one time. It was like $1 billion suit. It was like a really quick like reference. They were like $1 billion suit or $1 million suit, just real quick. Like it was hard to spot, but I think I remember that.
Wow. be quite a bit.
So just like take that into perspective of like just take like one arm, probably be like 100 million
Yeah.
minimum, just to have a cool cannon come out of your
Just
arm.
a little cannon.
Little cannon. But I guess if you think of it in a sense that like if you think of it, the technology in your body is just being physical, I think for me, I'd be okay there. But like mentally,
Yeah.
putting it in your head, I don't know, man. I can't confirm nor deny.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Exactly.
Yeah. From whatever that movie is.
Whatever
Mission
that
Impossible.
movie
Yeah.
is. That's from like another. I think it is.
I can neither confirm nor deny without the Secretary's approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is
MI5.
Mission Impossible.
That was good. Fallout was such a good movie.
Dude, Fallout was awesome.
That was so
Oh, yeah.
good.
We can bring this up now. So, you were in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Democratic Gazette. Or
Yep.
Democrat Gazette. There he is right there. He's
Both
actually
in
on
the Fayetteville and the Salem Springs
3C.
paper. So.
Where's 3C at? I don't read newspapers.
I know. I always just flip through and
here's-
try to find whichever one.
here's C.
Here, I'll take one half and look
I don't
through.
think we need that.
Oh, okay. Bet.
There we go.
Yeah.
There
Get that
we
nice.
go. I don't need that either. I don't know why newspapers are so like. I don't know why they're like this.
I don't know. Why can't it be like a book?
There he is, right there, Mr. Adam Kennedy. So, you care to tell me about this?
Yeah, so basically they interviewed me about just being the cross country team captain.
Yeah.
And all that really like means and kind of my vision and goal for this year and stuff. And so yeah, that's what it was about. And basically in this article, like I told them that in the past I've always run for myself, you know, trying to get the best times that I could be. But this year I really wanted to just like step back and really encourage you and like every other runner that's on that team to be their absolute best and to push them as men and better runners.
Okay. It's a long article. Jeez.
Yeah. They wrote a lot for sure. Miss Dennison actually did a video interview with me too.
Really?
Yeah, about the same thing. But
How did that go?
yeah, it was good. I mean, it's cool being able to be recognized and people see what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
Like I said, I'm just really trying to push people. So like,
Yeah, I know you're trying to like. What do you have in mind though? So I know you're trying to push people, but like, what do you have in mind?
so, yeah, what I want to do, there's kind of a fast group, a middle group, and then like a slower group typically, right?
Yeah.
And so, in the past, I've always been like a part of the faster group, and I still technically am. But you know, when I run in the meets, I want to run like a steady pace and set a bar that these middle runners can see. Because the goal, like, I think if they can see me running and think, oh, I can catch him, I can pass him, and then they get up to that level, and then eventually they work and they pass me, then they're going to be built up with a lot more confidence and self-esteem, like they could do anything.
Yeah.
Because in the past I've been like that really fast runner, and then they just pass me because of their own will.
Okay.
And so I want to, you know, and I'm not going to go easy on them. If they run up next to me, you know, I'm going to give them a fight.
Hey.
But ultimately, like at the end of the day, I want people to pass me and take my spot for state. Like, I want them to have that achievement so that I can just sit back and encourage them the whole way.
All right. I'm a senior. I'm going to stay out.
I know, yeah.
Not a problem. Not
Yeah.
a problem. But has anybody actually passed you yet that you wanted to?
Not quite yet. Well, Luke Fields actually killed me this past race,
Really?
and that was good. I knew he would. I knew he'd be the first. The next one I really want to is Nathan Thurstonson, because he's determined. He just doesn't quite have enough, like, again, like confidence in himself to do it.
Yeah, he seems to. I've run with him before. He's pretty.
He's a good runner.
Yeah.
He's a really good runner. Yeah. And I really want to, like, you know, it's like senior year is always about, like, leaving a mark, at least from my standpoint.
Yeah.
And, like, I really want to leave this cross-country team, like, knowing that I did something for each and every one of them, helping them out. You know, whether it be...
Are you going to do cross-country in college?
No, absolutely not. I'm so tired of running.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. The chair just made an incredible sound there. But
Yeah, okay.
No, college I want to focus on studying to become a pastor and having a lot of fun.
Nice. So I remember, wasn't it sophomore year? You weren't even like you almost didn't even join the team, right?
Yeah.
Like, I remember that. Like, you almost quit band. You almost didn't join the freaking cross-country team. That was whenever you were in baseball still, wasn't it?
Yep, that was.
Yeah.
I was going to quit them for baseball.
Nice, dude.
But now it's kind of switched. No longer in baseball, but I'm in both of those things.
So what's the deal with baseball? I remember you told me about that. It was because you kept getting, like, sidelined, right?
Yeah, I never got to play. Part of it is my own fault. Like, I was a good player. I was just not confident. And so Coach saw that I wasn't confident and was like...
Help Trey out.
Yeah, I had to babysit Trey Hardcastle so much because I had a good work ethic. It was...
Dang, dude. It's like, I'm better than this guy. What's going on here?
It actually sucked.
Yeah. Trey, if you're watching, you suck. No hard feelings.
But you're great at tennis, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how good you are at tennis, but I mean, I'm sure you're good.
I've heard you're pretty good, so... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're not watching, but okay.
Tracy, only one watching right now.
One viewer.
One viewer.
Dude, if we did a live podcast, think about that. We're not there
cool.
yet, though. We're not
No,
there yet.
definitely not. Watch our last 3 podcasts first, because, well, past 2. The first one.
We need to get bigger before we can do a live
bigger.
podcast.
Yeah.
I forgot what else I was going to ask.
Yeah, we were talking about about senior year a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to help out just a few people that I've been running with.
Yeah, like who?
Like Truman. Truman's gotten a lot faster. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
He's gotten a lot faster.
Yeah.
Like Truman. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Malachi and Blaze, they don't really care this year. I'm be honest with you.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not sure if Malachi's gonna do it anymore after Blaze quits or Blaze is done.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. I know Ezekiel probably will, but I'm not sure about Malachi. Ezekiel seems to enjoy it a little bit more than he doesn't ever run with us anymore.
Malachi?
No, Ezekiel.
Oh, Zeke. Yeah.
Sad.
I miss Zeke.
And then who else do I run with? There's a couple other dudes. It's usually just
Cade.
Truman. Yeah, Cade.
Yeah.
Cade's been sprinting pretty well. He's a good sprinter.
Yeah.
He's like his actual like running he runs pretty well too, but it's like his sprinting's pretty good. Cause like I remember at like our home meet I didn't do good at all, dude. I don't know what was. Oh, I remember what was going on. That home meet I didn't eat anything. Or I did eat something, but I guess it didn't help. And then I was like super dehydrated. So
yeah.
I like threw up at the end.
Man.
And then like I felt the throw up, like I felt it like whenever we were on our second hill lap.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, yeah. I gotta get this race over with, man.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was running pretty well, but I didn't realize because I was running with Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is who I usually ran with.
Yeah.
Because I remember like sophomore year, whenever I ran, this was the guy I ran with.
Yeah.
Like, me and Blaze, we always like raced each other almost.
Yeah.
And we always got like pretty good times.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't notice until we like finished that we weren't going very fast at all. And I was like, oh. So I was like, maybe Blaze is taking it easy, or maybe I was taking it easy. I didn't feel like I was. I mean, I felt like I was taking it a little bit easy. Like I was like, this is not that. This should be harder than what it is right now. I'm like, this is not that hard. Because like it's our home meet, and we have like one of the hardest courses.
Right. I'm kind of there too. Like I feel like I'm pushing myself, but it's like I feel like I could give more too. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's like I don't feel like I'm going that hard. So like next race, I'm gonna probably just stick on my own.
Yeah.
Because I know we're supposed to stick together, which that's what she said.
Yeah.
I know she said that, and I want to, but like, if we go that slow again, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, Truman was ahead of me. I mean, I'm not saying Truman's slow, but I know race wise, 5K wise, I'm faster than Truman.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to anybody, but I just know that from experience.
Yeah.
So like.
So how do you want to like help them out? Like you were saying, Truman and Malachi. Like,
I don't know. I want them to run. I want to all. I liked what we did, where we all ran together and the race.
Yeah.
I just want them to like push themselves, but also run faster. You know?
Yeah.
Like Truman was going at a really good pace. I liked Truman's pace, but like just where I was at with like Blaze, Malachi, Daxton. What's the other guy?
Leighton.
Not Leighton. We weren't with Leighton. It was the other guy I just said he was a good sprinter.
Cade.
Yeah. Cade was with us too. It was Daxton, me, Malachi, Blaze, Cade. We were all together, and Nathan was just a little bit ahead. Truman was a little bit ahead of Nathan, or it might have been the other way around. I think it was the other way around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to all run together, but also run faster.
Yeah.
Because like I like the idea of us all running together, but I want us to like finish better, you know?
Yeah.
Because like
Nathan was there. He was ahead of me for the first, like,
dude,
quite
that
a bit.
sprint, that kind of also screwed me over too. The first part,
The start.
Yeah, because like there was like Truman got lucky, dude. Truman like got around the wall, right? But for me, I wasn't lucky because like that wall of people trying to funnel into that one area. And so, like, Truman, like, somehow got around. I don't know how he did. But for me, I was, like, running in there. And, like, the wall was, like, doing this.
Yeah.
And I was right here. And he was the wall. And I was like, I can't.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's what happened to me and Blaze. We were just, like, back there. And I was like,
yeah.
I can't get past this. So, like, then whenever the wall finally, like, deformed and we, like, started running in that path, I was like, I'm so far behind now.
I know, yeah. Yeah, it's a scary thing. Like, I was there, and, like, we were going, and I remember just, like, seeing it start to close, and there were these two runners right here, and Javi was right next to me, and I knew, like, we had to get past those two runners, or else we were going to be screwed, so I was like, Javi, go, go, go! Just, like, barking at him. I don't think he made it. I know that I made it,
Yeah.
and I had a good start. I had a great start.
I don't know what... Javi doesn't... I don't know what's going on with Javi.
I beat him at our home meet.
Yeah, he doesn't... I know he's fast, but I mean, I wonder what something's going on with him. So he doesn't seem to be like at his best, I don't think.
Yeah, and he did a lot better at the Little Rock meet, but...
He did? Okay, well, never mind. Maybe I don't know. I just... from the first two meets,
Well,
just judging by those.
Yeah, no, I would agree, though. It seems like a little bit different. Him and Jordan Baskin both.
Yeah.
They were both really good last year, but it just doesn't seem like...
Yeah.
They're quite as fast.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, they think, you know, because they were both freshmen last year, they think, I've made it. I'm a top tier runner.
I'm in high school.
Yeah, they're like, I'm here so I can just chill now.
Or maybe they were thinking, like, if I run fast, I can make varsity.
Maybe, yeah. And now that they're there, they're like,
I'm here. Who cares?
what do I do?
Don't care.
Yeah.
Wait, freshman, though. Javi's a junior, isn't he?
No, he's a sophomore right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So is Jordan?
Yes.
Huh?
I know.
Okay. And what about... Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, and Liam is also a sophomore, I believe.
Liam?
Yes. Yes.
I know Luke's a junior.
Yeah.
Luke
Yeah.
has to be a junior. But, like... What? That's weird.
Liam is like...
Liam's a
It's
guy.
crazy. Like, you know, as soon as, like, we're gone, the team is his, basically.
Really?
Like, I don't know, like, everyone just naturally, like, accepts him. Like, he has a lot of influence on the team.
Really?
Which is really cool, but at the same time, it's like, be careful. Because all the time I hear him say, like, oh, practice sucks. Oh, let's do this and whatever. And, like, yeah, we went to the Capitol building after the Little Rock thing and, like...
Yo, did you see my aunt there? Actually, I don't know if she was in Little Rock.
I don't think we did.
Okay.
Yeah, there was, like, no one there except for the guide, which, because of Liam, we all, like, got away from the tour. We just, like, didn't even care.
Nice.
And, like, yeah.
Who was the guy?
He was Quincy's grandfather. So, Mr. somehow related to Eford. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if she was in Little Rock at the time, but she's a state rep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's like, did you go to Arkansas Governor School?
No.
Okay.
I went to Boys State, but not
Boys
Governor
State.
School.
Did you guys go to the Capitol building?
Yeah.
And did you guys get to sit in the room with the representatives and stuff like that? What do they call the representatives?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has I had a couple of people whenever you guys were on that trip. And, that trip and the Governor School thing were like, actually, I don't know if it was the Governor School, but the Boys State and the Girls State thing, they sent me like, a couple of people sent me pictures of that where I was like, who's this?
Yeah.
Jana De La Rosa? Who's this? And I'm like,
what can I say?
I mean, she's kind of been the state rep for like 6 years. I mean, it's not really a big deal. I mean, don't really care that much.
Oh, you almost knocked over the mic.
Well, that's good because it's
about time to head
about
out.
About time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we got through the tech conversation, and we got through cross-country conversation.
Yeah.
There you go.
See y'all next time. Are we having a guest next time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess next time.
We're gonna hoop it.
Thanks for watching.